Hi everybody, it's Monday. I had my chemo this morning and now I only have 2 chemos left. I am shocked that I am to the point where I only have 2 weeks worth of chemo left. I'll have this week and then the 2 more treatments and then I'll be done with Taxol. I got a lot of great information from my breast surgeon and I wanted to share that with you guys. I actually got a surgery date for 10 October, so that's going to give me 6 weeks of recovery from chemo before they'll go in and do the double mastectomy. That's right, my breast surgeon completely agreed with my request for the double mastectomy, and I'll have reconstruction done on both, and everything will happen at the same time. The surgery should take 3.5 to 4 hours, and then I'll just have to recover. I'll have drains. So I've never had that before. This is all new to me. They don't do saline implants anymore, at least my plastic surgeon doesn't, so I'll be getting silicone, and he will determine after he goes in and all the breast tissue is removed how much of a breast implant needs to go in for the reconstruction. And that all happens in the surgery room. I have my mom and the hubster and I think a friend going with me to an appointment that happens at the end of September to learn how to clean the drains, which will be in for 1 to 2 weeks. And I'll recover from surgery for 6 weeks before I do radiation. The radiation hasn't been scheduled yet, but it will last for 5 to 7 weeks, and it's 20 to 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week with weekends off. I'm real scared about that. I don't know what that's gonna do. We are gonna talk to, I am with Rob, we're gonna talk to the radiologist about proton therapy, but not until we meet with the radiologist, and we won't meet with that person until after the surgery. I have been feeling exhausted. I am taking new medication to try to help with my tenderness. So like if I'm hugged or if somebody rubs my arm or my back of my neck, I'm very tender. It feels like my nerves are very sensitive. I'm also itching a lot, and the doctor originally prescribed me medication a couple of months ago when I was still doing the AC treatment, but the #1 side effect was suicide, and I just didn't really feel that well mentally or emotionally at the time and was too afraid to take the medication. But now that I'm on Taxol, I felt much better and felt more confident with taking the medication, so I brought it up with my breast surgeon. I talked to Derek about it. I talked to my dad Bill about it, and my dad Bill is on it, and Derek thought it was a good idea. Well, he just supported me doing it. So anyways, when I talked to the breast surgeon, she said it might take away some of the nerve sensitivity, the itching, and it's supposed to help with the hot flashes. So for a week I have to take a lower dose 3 times a day, and then anytime after that I have to take a larger dose 3 times a day. And I explained to my oncologist today the side effects that I was having, just being completely exhausted. And it's so strange. It's not like I'm sleeping, which I probably could, but it's just that my eyes are really heavy, so I just want to close my eyes all the time. I don't feel energetic at all. But I did walk the neighborhood with the hubster and Aiden the last 2 nights, and I'm going to try to do that again because today I decided to eat my feelings and had chocolate covered pretzels and an ice cream cone after lunch. That's not going to be good. That's going to leave a mark. I think I was a little upset because when I weighed in at chemo this morning, I had, gone up a couple pounds, which, by the way, I fluctuate 5 pounds a day. I don't know what that's all about. But when I talked to the breast surgeon about trying to lose weight, she said absolutely not. They don't want me to do anything until after radiology, so I was kind of bummed about that. I also asked about the microblading because, I don't like my eyebrows and I really want to get those tattooed on. And funny story, she said, oh, that's so funny. Nobody ever asks me that. They just come in with a tattoo on their arm, and then I'm like, I really wish you wouldn't have done that. So since you asked, no, do not do that. This is my life. I always ask, can I? Instead of saying, oh, please forgive me for doing that. So, can't do that. I'm gonna be painting on these eyebrows until the hair grows in. And you can probably see, especially if you're looking at this on something other than a little phone, I have got peach fuzz hair coming in. I think I showed this to you on the last video, but it's definitely peach fuzz. And this sounds so crazy, but I always hear that, this is my brain on chemo. Exfoliating helps get the hair, to have open follicles and stuff. So there are a few hard hairs that are still there, and we think those are the ones that never fell out, and then all the others, the peach fuzz. So I exfoliate my head like every other night and then lotion it up and just cross my fingers. What else is going on? What else did I find out from the breast surgeon? Man, I asked all kind of questions, and a lot of the questions were really about that I needed to talk to the oncologist about. So I have a follow-up with my oncologist, like an actual meeting, to talk about when I can get my nails done again, when I can do normal things. I don't know, the restrictions, or when I should start feeling better. She said if the gabapentin and the stuff I'm taking is causing me any problems, we can kind of change the timing of it, take more in 2 in the morning and 2 at night instead of doing 3 times a day. I guess I just have to pay attention to my side effects. When I asked her about my nails, just quickly, she was like, oh, we can probably talk about that after surgery. And I'm thinking, God, I mean, is chemo going to last that long in my body? I mean, I guess it has, because I've been putting it in there for 20 weeks at that point. But I was like, darn it. So I was showing her my nails and telling her that I don't have any neuropathy, which she was really glad to hear, and was asking about my toenails too, because, Taxol's supposed to be so hard on your fingernails, or that's some side effect from it. I have no idea why I have been so down and, just frustrated. I don't know. I don't know if it's the medicine. I don't know if it's the fact that I've now got 3 people since I was diagnosed that I know that have been diagnosed with breast cancer. 3. And they all have different kinds of cancer. So they're all going to have different kinds of treatments. But it's weird. I had another friend that hadn't had her mammogram done in 3 years and went, and they found something, and luckily they don't think it's anything. They are going to check her every 6 months for the next 2 years. But these are people that are going and getting their mammograms because they've watched my videos, or they're supporting me, participating in this journey, and finding things. And I've always said since I started this that you have to be an advocate for yourself, and you have to check yourself, and you have to get checked. Ironically, I didn't know this, but now that I've been approved to get the double mastectomy, I'll never have to have a mammogram again. I suppose I'll never have breast cancer because there'll be no breast tissue. So, I'm hoping that the likelihood of me getting cancer is very slim. The doctor was very adamant that she did not think I was going to get breast cancer again, even if I didn't do a double mastectomy, but I just really, Rob and I both really wanted it to happen. I'm going to have help. My mom's going to be here. Rob's mom wants to come. My parents in Florida want to be here. So, anyway, that is the current deal for this past week. I can't believe that I'm down to only 2 more chemos. It's crazy. But for those 3 friends that have found out that they have breast cancer, and they're not as open about it as I am. You know, I chose to be this open because I wanted to have people that could help me. I wanted people to come out of the woodworks and just tell me everything that they know, put me in contact with people that they know. And it has been so helpful having had access to people that have had breast cancer in the past, even if it wasn't the same as mine, to just talk me through it and give me some advice. You know that how I feel about my hair loss. That's been the most difficult part of this journey, is the hair loss for me. AC was horrible physically, but I didn't lose my hair right away. So I don't know, I just felt like I could, mentally deal with that. But losing the hair was really hard. And I really thought it was going to be like, okay, but it is real hard. So one of the friends that I have that is diagnosed doesn't have to have chemo, and I'm so happy for her because I don't want her to have chemo. She can just have a lumpectomy, I think. And they may have to put her on a pill, something like I'll have to take. I've taken mine for 10 years. I don't know. So anyway, thanks for sticking with me. You know, this is like phase 1 of 3 phases, and I'm hoping that by the time I'm like done with radiation, I'll be considered cancer-free. But I'm still learning every single day, and I'm learning with you and through you and alongside of you. And I really appreciate everything. Again, your comments and your support and your kind words and your love for me is felt every single day, every single time I post something, or even if I don't. The random texts and calls and cards and voicemails all mean so much to me. And I have so many people that are praying for me all over the world. I'm really fortunate with that, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So I'm going to try to be there for those that aren't as open and public about it. I will tell you that last thing is, if you are trying to battle this privately, that I have been looking for hashtags on Instagram. And when I did that, I found a lot of people who are going through cancer, and they are open like me, not with videos as much as with just words, maybe pictures. And I'm finding some comfort in that, just knowing that I'm not the only person that's going through this and feeling like this. There was this beautiful redheaded girl, and she was like 31, and she lost her hair, and she's really was struggling, and she's really good verbally. I don't think she's gotten, now when she's writing stuff down, like, I don't think she's got chemo brain like me. Today I went to my chemo and didn't even know which floor to go to. I walked in the building and I was completely confused, and I went up 2 floors and I was supposed to go down 2 floors, but I just think of my chemo brain. So anyways, I would suggest searching some hashtags like, breast cancer warrior, breast cancer survivor, or breast cancer awareness. I'll put a bunch of them up when I post this video. So anyway, thank you very much to our military and our first responders. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being there for me, continuing to be there for me. I'm going to need you guys for much longer than just the next 2 weeks. And as always, thank you for my meal train people, because they feed me real good. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. See ya.